Hi, YouTubers. It's your girl, Goddess here. How y'all doing, everybody? Happy Saturday. Listen, today I just want to do something real different. I want to talk about relationships really quick because I know a lot of people, women and men, this is not this is for women and men. You go into these relationships and you don't understand each other and you don't try to understand each other. So what ends up happening is what? As soon as the honeymoon phase wears off and the real starts to kick in and that work that's needed starts to, come due, somebody starts to slack off. Now, to be fair, okay, from my experience, it's usually the woman who is in it to win it. I mean, she is going to go all out because 9 times out of 10, she already checked out this guy. She really likes him. She probably not going to waste her time. Now, there's an exception to every rule. You already know that. So, I know some people are going to be like, well, what about her? What about her? It's girls out there that does, and it's guys out there. Yes, I get that part. But I'm talking about, for the most part, I'm talking about a mature woman. She knows what she wants. And if she picked you, or she allowed herself to be chosen by you or whatever, it's usually the woman who does the choosing. Guys, just so you know, she chose you. But she wants to be everything you need her to be. And to be perfectly honest, she may not even be ready. She may not even know how. So she's going to learn on the job, whatever. And you might be a little bit more mature, which is not always the case. But you might be a little bit more mature, or you might have, your dollars up. You know what I mean? Your dollars might be up a little better than what hers is, or your situation in life just might be a little better than hers. She's gonna need you to step in and help her realize, not demeaning her, not making her feel bad about not having it all together or anything like that. Because if you're with her and you're serious about her, I'm talking about a real man. I'm not talking about no little boy. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a real man who got into the relationship with the woman he thought was the one, or who he could spend, long term is what I'm trying to say. He got into a relationship with her for long term. Okay. Don't expect for her to be perfect. Okay, regardless to how perfect she may have seemed in the beginning to you, because at that time it's this great big sense of euphoria, so where you're creating in your mind, it works both ways. You're creating in your mind the person that you think that person is before you have an opportunity to learn who and what that person is and about. Okay, so you get in a relationship with her and you expect for her over time to be this person who you envisioned her as in the beginning, and maybe you realize that she's not that person. But you can't shut down, or you shouldn't. You can do what you like, but you shouldn't shut down, cut her off, stop communicating, start looking elsewhere, pulling back. You shouldn't do these things to her, because you're going to hurt her. You're going to hurt her on a level that you probably cannot even comprehend. Okay? And a lot of times a woman is not going to say anything. She's going to try to fix it. She's going to try to fix herself. But she can't fix something that you haven't told her about. She may not realize, because, people come from different backgrounds. You don't know how she grew up. She doesn't know how you grew up. And ladies, the same thing for your guys. And it's been my experience to note that a lot of women are fixers, and they get these bum guys. Sorry, guys. Get these bum guys where they don't really have no money, or they might be in between jobs, or they may be, homeless even, some of them, living in their mom's basement, or living with a sister or relative, or what I'm saying is they may not have it all together, but you may, take them on anyway, because, they have some character, and you see a potential there, which, probably you should walk away, but you don't, so whatever. Nobody can knock you because you didn't walk away. So what? You chose to be with this person, but now you see that this person is not doing, the things that you thought he should be doing, like, as far as working towards trying to get, himself together, relationship ready or whatever. You can't knock him for what you thought he should be. You really can't. But what you can do is try to encourage him, which I know a lot of women and most women do. You know, I got to give it to my girls. Most women do, you know, and they try so hard to the point that, you know, the things that they do start to be taken for granted, you know. Whereas the guy originally appreciated, now he starts to come to expect. So now it's expectations there. So then the signals are going to get crossed. Okay? Because, why? Because somebody is not willing to do the work. Okay? Guys, you got to get it together. And that is just it. First, you have to get it together up here in your mind. You have to decide what it is you want. Okay? Before you go out there and ruin a good woman. And women, you have to decide what you're going to be. Okay? Seriously, what are you going to be? Are you going to be that woman? That wife? What is it that you want? Okay? If you start giving wife privileges to a man who hasn't earned it, guess what he's going to do? 9 times out of 10, he will take you for granted. But at that point in time, it's time to cut him off. Okay? And you may not want to, because by this time, everybody's in love now. Okay? Everybody's happy. Yay. No. Okay? No. Something has to give. Somebody has to remember, okay, why all of this started, how all of this happened. How much are you going to take? Because you can't let somebody poke holes in the boat. Okay, it's one thing to pick a guy up or pick a girl up, you know, when they're down, because everybody has ups and downs. Everybody has their good points and bad points. But the thing of it is, you have to realize that once you fall out of love with someone, if in fact you fall out of love or you fall out of like, okay, it's your responsibility as a human being, okay, to let this person know the best way you can. And that's not stringing them along, okay? You have to let this person go so that they can find the person that's meant for them, or someone that's going to bring some joy into their life. You can't fix anybody. You really can't, okay? So if you get into these relationships and, you know, you've done your best, okay? And like I said, again, nobody can stop you from choosing the person that you've chosen, okay? Nobody can stop you, but you have to have the mindset to realize when enough is enough. You know what I mean? Like, because you can't raise a person that's already been raised. Okay, that's something you can't do. You can love them. Oh my God, you can love them to the ends of the earth. Okay, you can help them get on their feet. You can be that rock. You can be, you know, there financially, emotionally. It doesn't matter. If that other person is not ready, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And, you know, it can hurt. It's going to hurt like hell. If you love them, it is. But you can get over it. You can get over it. And that's the thing. But the key is to recognize it and find a way to break it off. And sometimes it can get dangerous for you ladies. And for you too, guys. Lately, what I've been seeing in the news, these women have been, you know, hurting these guys for breaking up. And it's all really sad. You know, I believe in love and understanding and communication. And I believe in all of the fundamental rules of dating. And I believe in honoring people. You don't even have to be married to them. But if you have a commitment with them, I believe you should honor that commitment. I believe you should be a person of your word. And guys, you know, you can be a tad bit rough on women, you know, especially if she isn't rich, you know, and a lot of us are not. If she doesn't have a great deal of means to you know, do a lot of different things. You know, a lot of times you'll let society dictate to you, you know, how you should treat her. or the things you should say, and sometimes you can come across as very demeaning, and you could really hurt a good woman who's trying, who is just, falling on a downtime. Or sometimes women get depressed, and men don't understand that. But if you don't take the time, and you don't care enough to take the time to sit down, with this woman, and I mean, like, turn that phone off, turn every exterior thing off just for a while, and just, say, hey baby, I know something's been bothering you, and I'm not a good communicator, but I'm about to try to listen to you so you can try to explain it to me the best way you can. If you need to write it down because it's something that I can read, because I can understand better what I read than what I hear, then that's fine too. But I need you to try to get across to me what's bothering you so that I can try to fix it. Guys, this is what women need from you. And you might think she's nagging you, like, oh my God, she don't stop. Like, she just keeps on and on and on. If she's nagging you, it's because she's hurting. And it may not be something that you feel you're doing on purpose. And I'm not saying that. So I'm not criticizing you. I'm not saying that you're intentionally hurting her. But the fact is that you probably are unintentionally. And if you never hear her out, okay, you won't know. And then what's going to happen is she's going to start to respond, okay, to her treatment. Because if you treat a good woman well, I guarantee you she'll move heaven and earth for you. She really would, and I know it. So a lot of times the problems that you have can be easily fixed if you could just listen to her, okay? And try to understand. I was always told by my elders that understanding is one of the best things in the world. And that has rang true for me. So it's not about coming in the relationship with everything. Oh, and girls, the same thing for your guys, because guys hold a lot in because they're taught from young that they should be tough and not show emotion. And sometimes you may have to be really, really femme and really, really gentle and really just kind of gently and not naggy and not screaming and not yelling. Gently say, hey baby, I know something is bothering you. And I know it might be hard for you to communicate with me, but if you please, I want to try to help. If you please could just write me a little note when I'm gone, or shoot me a little text and just tell me what you need from me. And I guarantee you, this woman will respond. And I'm not saying this is not for cheaters, okay? If you're out there cheating and disrespecting the relationship, then you're just done off anyway, okay? Because she's going to eventually leave you. I don't care how much she loves you. I don't care how long she hung around, being your ride or die. If you're dogging her out like that, she's out of there, man. She's going to be out. But she's going to check out emotionally first. So you'll notice she's not smiling the same. She's going to be irritable. She probably don't really care if you guys have sex or not. She's not going to care how she looks around you anymore. Her hair can be all crazy. She used to keep her nails and that stuff. That stuff doesn't mean she just, fell off. It means that she doesn't care as much anymore because she feels like you don't care about her anymore. So she probably wants to make you aware in some way first so that you can address her and sit her down and talk to her and find out what's going on and relight that spark, because all relationships go through ups and downs, but at the end of the day, it boils down to understanding and communication, guys and girls. So if you love each other, and I mean really love each other, and you want it to work, and there isn't a third party involved, no matter what it is, you can make it. It could be where it could be a financial issue. You both can make it, but you got to be willing. Even if sometimes you might have to go find a life coach. You might have to get therapy. You might have to do something. You might have to start designating time for each other. I don't know, whatever specific time for each other. Just make sex dates or date dates or something to reignite that spark to let each other know that, hey, I still love you. Stupid. Get it together. Come on. We got moves to make, you know? And women fall into a depression as well as the guys. Okay? So it works both ways. But guys, you can't expect for her to be up if you haven't built her up, because you can't pour from an empty vessel. She's going to give you everything she has. But eventually, that well will run dry. Okay? And ladies, your guy, he wants your support. He wants you to speak to the king in him. He wants all of that. And I know you want to give it to him, especially if you love him. You would do damn near anything for this man. But you have to understand that he's a man. So what? After a while, he may tune you out. You know what I mean? You have to reel him back in. Sit him down. Cooperation, I mean, is at the core of it all. Cooperation, a good, healthy mindset, you know, knowing what you want. And I'm talking about good women and good men here. We already know we got your mental patients out there. You know what I'm saying? People who just, you know, emotionally unavailable. People suffering from depression and things like that. But if you want a healthy relationship, you must be willing to put in that work, okay? And it's not about your woman needs to be, you know, runway ready 24 hours a day. No, that's in a perfect world, boo. It's not going to happen. You have to be willing and love her enough to accept her at her highest and at her lowest. Be her rock. Okay? Don't just expect her to be there for you, help you ride or die with you if you're not riding or dying with her. It's the same thing. So when she starts nagging at you and bitching at you, she's probably crying out to you for help. You know? Help her help you build the relationship back up. Mend that relationship back. It can be done. It doesn't matter lifestyle preferences or finances. It doesn't matter about any of that. Okay? Because I've seen people come from nothing and build empires. Okay? And I've also seen people come up and forget where they've come from and leave behind the same woman who stood by them as they built themselves up. Okay? Turn around and leave her for someone else. Okay? And women, don't dog a good man. Okay? If you know he's a good man, and if you a cheater, you ain't no good man. So I'm not talking to your ass, okay? But I'm talking about for the good men who out there really grinding, really trying to get it, and on top of that, really still trying to understand a woman and make sure that she's emotionally okay and physically okay, and that she, is where she needs to be. Okay? Don't dog him. Don't you dare, girl. Don't you do it. If you wake up one day and you feel like he's not the man for you, you let him be. You let him go so he can find a woman that will take care of him and his heart. Okay? And that's how you do that. All right? So I really just, I believe in love. I'm a hopeless romantic. Okay? I believe in all the love and light and spiritual guidance. And I believe in, I just love love. I'm in love with love. Okay? But even for myself, I go through it all, But I'm the type where I'm the giver until I'm faced with the cruel, harsh fact that my giving is causing more harm than good for me. Okay? So you have to be able to recognize when to say when. And it doesn't make you a bad person. Okay? But try first. You know what I mean? Don't just give up and just be like, oh, such and such happened and I'm just done. No. I mean, I'm not talking about your deal breakers. Of course you got them. You know what I mean? And of course your man should respect you and your lady should respect you. But guys, you have to remember that you're a team. You don't give up on the team, okay? So I'm going to leave you guys with that. And I have to do another astrology video. I think I'm going to do Gemini. I had somebody requesting Gemini. Learn your Gemini. So I'm going to do that. But for the most part, you guys can survive the relationship pitfalls. If in fact you just hang in there, don't give up, don't start expecting things that you didn't walk into the relationship seeing and knowing. Don't expect things to be built in a day. Practice patience, practice communication, study the art of love, you know, and just begin to enjoy each other for who you are. Don't try to change him and don't try to change her. Love each other for who you are. Now, if you like this video, okay, guys, I need you to please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, I'm going to be coming back to you with more videos that I hope can help you in some way, you know. And if someone can't appreciate you for the goodness that you have and the great person that you are, that's okay. Okay, because they're going to be, it's over 7 billion people in the world. Come on, you're going to find someone. You're going to find someone, but you got to be ready for when that person comes along. Don't stay down in that low frequency. Don't vibe down there. Find a way to, you know, bring your frequency back up, because anybody that's angry, sad, or depressed, or any of those things, they're vibrating on a low frequency. Okay, so when you got your happiness, your joy, your people smiling all the time, laughing all the time, they're vibrating high frequency. That's where you want to be. Okay, so yeah, it's okay to get down there, but don't stay down there. That's what I'm saying. So again, everybody, listen, like, share, subscribe, and listen, comment too, because I do respond to comments, guys. All right, your girl Goddess here once again. And if you want me to talk about a specific topic, or we can do this together, you know, I'm with it. With you guys' comments, and I'll respond the best way I can. And I may not look like it because I am a goddess, okay? But I've been in the world a very long time. I am practically a relic, okay? So I have a lot of life experience, okay, guys? So again, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, and I love you guys. I'm sending out all kinds of positive vibes your way. Enjoy your Saturday, okay? Enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day, and just in love, in light, and in peace. I'll see you guys next time.